Another disaster today, David. A 2-1 defeat. And frankly, didn't really look like winning this game again now. 10th for Christmas after 18 games. Talk to me, bro.
I've said everything before, so I don't really know what more I can say. It's inexperience, and the squad's completely built in the wrong way to be winning now. This squad will be good in 2028, but we're in 2023. So either you're gonna have to be patient, or you're gonna have to change the way that you plan to build this football club. That's the only two things that I can see happening. But I'm so like this game to me, I really don't care. Like it's just I'd love to give like my thoughts on it, but it's the same thoughts as all the past 7 losses we've had, probably. But I'm just confused why there are genuinely people going, "Oh, all Chelsea need to do is buy a striker." That's the thing that's got me so confused. 120 mil. Oh yeah, let's go buy Osimhen because that's a really smart thing to do. In case you haven't realised, we have like 400 mil players in our squad, and our squad is still incomplete. So spending another 100 mil on one person would be stupid, frankly. What this squad actually needs is it needs like 5 or 6 middle experienced guys who will perform consistently, and then the young players who are inconsistent can be replaced when they're having their "I'm a young player and I'm not playing well today." Because the best player on the pitch today was Nkunku, who's played a lot of football and has, been experienced and has performed at a high level. And surprisingly, when he came on, he was the most composed because he's done it before. Mudrik's played this is probably like his 30th game that he's ever played in his footballing career. Cole Palmer, this is probably like his 30th game he's ever played in his footballing career. Yet for some reason, everyone's expecting consistency from them. I'm confused as to why people are shocked at why this keeps happening.
I get that. What is your thoughts on the number of Chelsea fans across social media claiming that Poch must be sacked for where you sit in the league? Do you think that's the right move?
I just think you're not thinking clearly if you think that, because yeah, okay, cool, sack him tomorrow. What are you going to do? How are you going to solve this issue? You sack him tomorrow, you bring in, I don't know, whoever's free. I don't even know who's available right now, who's even of the level. And then, surprisingly, they're going to have to deal with all the inconsistencies that Poch has to deal with anyway. How does sacking Poch improve our current situation? I don't think it does. I genuinely don't think it does. I think we've all got to just sit here and be strapped in for the next 2 or 3 years, because that's the only way you're going to get consistency out of this squad, because they're going to have to all play with each other for another 2 or 3 years.
Let me ask you, how do other managers get consistency?
Alex, let me talk, bro. No one is fixing this squad. If you genuinely think it's as simple as, put people in their normal positions and play, you're lost, because the players who are playing aren't performing consistently enough in whether they play in their position or not. You'll have one game where Disasi plays okay at right back, and you put him in his normal centre-back position, he'll be awful. In case people haven't started to realise, no matter where you put these players, they perform inconsistently. So why are you all expecting consistency from a manager who, it doesn't make sense to me. I get the frustration, but today we played well enough to win that game. Poch didn't make Sterling not pass the ball for a clean open goal. Poch doesn't tell Nicholas Jackson to not take a touch in the box and shoot and miss all his chances. That's not Poch doing that. There was enough in this game for us to win today, but the players are inconsistent. So why you're going at the manager, to me, doesn't make sense at all. It just doesn't. That's me personally. But if we want to do sack manager, get new manager in, because that's been working for the past 7 years at Chelsea, we can keep doing that, but it hasn't.
Why you go 7? Why you not go 20? Why you choose 7? Why you choose 7? Why you choose 7?
Because we won the league in 2015.
Oh, I want to choose 20, and we won all.
We won the league in 2015.
No, why you choose 7?
That was 6 years ago.
I don't care. Why you choose 7? Why you didn't choose 20?
What do you mean by that?
What I mean? You just choose past 7 years because it suits your agenda by not firing coaches. No. I choose my agenda for 20 years. And it suits my agenda. I want them gone.
Alex,
why you choose 7 years to give you excuse?
Alex, the past 20 years, right? Football has changed so dramatically.
Oh,
in case you haven't
so
realized,
dramatically.
No, all the best teams right now, right, have either spent all their money on world-class players, or I've had managers in for the past 7 or 8 years, and everyone knows the system down to a T. Those are the only two ways. In case you haven't realized, we don't have the money anymore to spend on 7 or 8 world-class players to bring in.
Oh, we spent $1 billion. We don't have money anymore.
Alex,
are you serious? Are you serious?
Alex, if we sack him now, how do we improve the team? Please tell me.
I don't care. I don't care.
Coach.
You're just
yeah,
you're gonna.
I don't care. Let me give you how Wolves manager, by the way, who saved the other club last season from relegation, right? Did he?
Yeah, he did.
So let me give you the history of the manager that we played today. Within 15 minutes, were you okay with how Chelsea played, how good we are in the first 15 minutes?
I only started watching after the 25th minute.
Oh my God, what a Chelsea fan are you?
What? Sorry, I was.
There's a trolling involved in it. Don't get jumped in it. For the first 15 minutes, we're actually good. Then the injury happened. So when injury happened, guess what the other manager did? He brought everybody, and he pull up the iPad and he started to do adjustments on the iPad. He could play Candy Crush. I don't care. But after that specific minute, all of a sudden, we couldn't get the passes together. You know what that means? That means that the manager made the adjustment without the substitution. Okay, I'll give you that. In the first half, it was still 0-0. We went into the second half, into the break. So when the break, I was hoping my manager will do some Candy Crush on his iPad too, and come up with the second half with a different strategy to break or make substitution. Guess what? He didn't. We conceded the goal. All of a sudden, he makes another substitution. By the way, during that time, that guy that saved the other team from relegation, plus Wolverhamptons, what was high rate of getting under this season by one of the clubs that's supposed to be get relegated, right? This same manager was spreading the pieces of paper with every player within the game. Guess what Pochettino uses? He uses the pigeons or emails to send the emails to the player to make adjustments. So, yeah, I don't care who we get fired. I just want that fraud out. Do you got that? Now hold that, David. And don't come back on past 7 years. Oh, we were so successful past 7 years. I want to go back in 20 years. And they were successful by firing managers.
David, question to what Alex has said. Do you think Chelsea is currently structured to sack managers like you did 20 years ago to win the Premier League?
Of course not. I'd love to respond to Alex, but in the nicest way possible. There is no point in me arguing back to that point because it was. So
don't be nice. I'm a big boy. I can take insults.
Alex, if I'm going to be honest, you just were angry and just were saying words, talking about emails and whatever, right? It's if football is not that.
Oh yeah, I know.
As Chelsea fans, I believe this is what I believe. As a Chelsea fan, I should want what's best for my club. And currently, in the current situation we are in, when you assess everything that's gone on, what is best for this club right now is not sacking Poch, because you need to fix problems. Right now, our problem is inexperience, right? Regardless of whether you think the manager is good enough or whatsoever, we have enough chances in that game to win this game, without a doubt. That I don't think anyone.
Where those chances went after the adjustment of the other manager? Where those chances went?
The Sterling chance in the 32nd minute, which I'm literally watching right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
15 minutes you were talking about.
By the way,
the past when Sterling, if all he has to do is square it to Jackson or Palmer.
I'm not actually upset with him not scoring like Andrew. I'm upset he didn't score. He cannot pass it.
My point is.
You didn't see it in the first 15 minutes? You didn't see Jackson 101? You didn't see what's his name?
Alex, in that situation, that's not on Poch. That's up to players. Even Pep says it himself. Pep says, I coach my players to get to the box. Once they're in the box, I can't do anything about them.
That's everybody. That's every manager excuse.
Right now, every game don't make consistent decisions. They make poor decisions.
I'm going to interject for a minute here. Really good debate there, gents. Matt, a lot went wrong today. There were some good passages of play, but still another defeat. Where do you side on this? Because that's what the argument is online right now. Poch in, Poch out is everywhere. What is your take on that, my friend?
No, my page is definitely Poch out because, Daniel, we're talking about here inexperience. The people who have to experience the players is the managers. And when I'm seeing on the bench, people like Bettinelli getting yellow cards. Why is people like Bettinelli getting yellow cards? Why is Jackson getting cards just for screaming? Why is, so we saw what happened with, what's his name, Gusto kicked the ball out. And then before that, Palmer kicked the ball out. There's no discipline from the manager to give these experienced players here. Learn from your mistakes. We don't learn from any of our mistakes. It's written to us on paper. 3 times they won the corner, and then the 4th time they scored the goal. It's just these basic mistakes, and even coming to the other cards, the simple mistakes that needs to be fixed. And that's when you need an experienced manager to manage inexperienced players. And that's why for me, Poch was never that guy to do it. I mean, we all saw that youngin, he did at Spurs, this, that. I never really believed in that. I mean, who knows what he can do with some of these players now, but what I've seen is horrendous. And this game showed a lot because it just showed these mirror mistakes, and nothing was being fixed from that. All he did was shatter the glass and not try to put the glass back together. And the glass cannot get fixed because he's already fucking broken it. So that's all from me about Poch.
I hear you on that. Don's here with us. Where do you? I know you've been someone who's kind of backed the manager, although you've been questioning him. But more players out of position today. Jackson playing, I don't know where. Poor substitutions as well. How much of this 8th defeat of the Premier League season do you put at the feet of Maurizio?
I'm tired, man. I'm bored of this, Terry. I'm speaking about the same thing week after week. And today was just another game where it showed our theme of the season. Missing big chances and the manager, the in-game management, just not being good enough. The lineup was poor. I spoke about the lineup before the game. I don't know why Mudryk got dropped. You're starting both Broja and Jackson. It literally felt like we was playing with 9 men. And I'm in group chats with these lot. I've been speaking about Broja all season. The only good performance he's had is against Fulham. Other than that, the guy does not look like how old is he? 21? 22? This guy's, of my cement, Crooks. He's playing like Crooks, bro. He's moving like he can't move his body. Do you know what I'm saying? When I watch this man, I promise you, he does not look like he's 21, 22, bro. The guy looks finished. And
he looks like Ivanovic at the end of his career.
Bro, he looks so finished. And at the start of the game, look, he had 2 good chances, to at least get a snapshot on it or something. He missed it. Sterling, inexcusable. This is where I have to look at him as well, Sterling, these players. Why are you just not passing the ball? You're going to get an assist. Why are you trying to finish it there in that position? That's stupidity, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, the in-game management wasn't good enough, man. You're bringing he should have made those changes at halftime. If you've seen that the first half, it's not looking that great. Make the changes there and then. Be a little bit more braver. But today, I have to look at the players a lot more than the manager, man. I have to be real. Like, he wasn't great today. Another set piece conceded. We've got all this height on the pitch, Terry. I keep talking about it. All this height, but we still concede goals from set pieces. Another corner conceded. Do you know what I'm saying? When Thiago Silva made that individual mistake, I could sense a mistake was coming. I knew something was coming. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just tired, bro. I'm bored of it. I'm bored of speaking about the same things. I don't want to be talking about this. This is why in the preview before the game, I literally said, bro, I don't care about performances. I don't care. Just give me the results right now. Because in that first half, we were the better team. We were the better team by miles, bro. Wolves didn't have to do much, in my opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just
I don't think we're a better team.
Day, man. It was better than Wolves in that first half. We created more than them.
No, first 15 minutes, maybe 20, but that's about it.
Bro, we were.
I think
my opinion, overall in that first
then
half,
the amount of
we should have
unforced errors from Chelsea was, I don't know where it come from. Like everybody could not pass, even Palmer. So if you're telling me what are they doing during the practice, if this is the passes we learn from practice, I just think wrap everybody and kick him out of the club. If this is the level of passing Chelsea can do.
But Alex,
our build up was a lot better though, Alex. Like what I've been saying, since the international break, we've been poor, bro. Like Brentford, we were poor. There's certain games I'm looking at after the game. Newcastle, United, we were poor. But in this game, bro, when I was watching us in the build up, I could see that we was actually building up with an attacking intent. It was like that final third where it kept breaking down. Sterling started off well. Do you get it? Even for that chance he gave to Jackson, where Jackson, I don't know what Jackson was trying to do.
Sterling, within the game, I didn't have a problem. The chance, yes. Within the game, I didn't have a problem with him. It's the one that, anyway, it doesn't matter.
It's that big chance, yeah. So what I'm saying is Poch coached the team well enough today to win the game, and the players let him down. And his in-game management in certain parts of the game.
Okay. What about conceding the goal? What about conceding the goal? Is that on the Poch?
Yeah, the set pieces, bro. I don't know what
no.
Bro.
Who's coaching the set pieces?
I don't know what we do. No, David. Hold on, David.
No, I'll say some Poch.
Hold on, David. Before you come in, watch the replay.
Don.
No one jumps, bruv.
Don. How is it Poch's fault that a player is not marking the person he's marking at the start of the corner, and then when he's there, he's not jumping to impede the? How is that on Poch?
Hold on. I can explain. One time, one set piece conceding, yes, but we've been conceding it since the beginning of the season. So explain me. One time, yes, he didn't make a run, whatever, but we conceding the set pieces all season. So explain that to me. You genius of the tactician.
I don't know how many set pieces we've conceded, but I'm telling you now,
a lot.
If you have people who just can't do their basic jobs, how much is that on Poch? Again,
those basic jumps didn't happen all season.
Oh my God, David, you're missing the point. David.
It's not angry, right?